Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you guys are having a fabulous day here today. So, I wanted to talk about this and break this down one time real quick, because I've been getting a lot of comments and a lot of people giving their opinions, and I wanted to, give my opinion, right? So overall, there's the argument that's been going on. Again, I've seen it in my comments, I've seen it in, across some Discords I was in, and people have been arguing who's better, okay? Both kind of sides. There's a certain percentage of people that say, hey, listen, one is better than the other unequivocally. That is the set law, that is the rule. If you say otherwise, you're stupid, right? That's not right. That's not right at all, okay? Both shine in a piece of content, both shine somewhere, and both can coexist. For some reason, people say oh, these two units can coexist. They're both melis, they can coexist. I want this one to suck, miserably, and I want this one to be the best, and I'll never use this one, but I'll only use this one, right? The thing is, you can always mix and match and swap between these two characters because they both are good. They both kind of serve a purpose, and you use them for set purpose. That's the entire point of it, right? Again, for some reason, people don't want to say that, and they always want to say, hey, one's better, run this one only, let that one go to dust, and just delete it from your account, basically, and ignore it forever. It's both work, both have their thing, where they shine in one set area, and today I want to talk about it and show you where each one kind of prospers, in my own opinion, give you a review of the character again, one final time, and just talk about it overall. So with that, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, how's that it's on, let's jump into it. Give me your opinion down below, I'm actually curious. I hopefully get this all perfectly said. If I'm wrong about anything, let me know, but yeah. So firstly, we're going to go through the content basically. For everything else, just remember this, right? So if I were to give you anything here, if there's a team that automatically, or a thing that automatically just does the content better, and I say that's why, right? So for example, some things for gold farming, if you want to go and argue that, I don't think you run melee on gold farming, okay? You got Shin, you got Echidna, you have Merlin. There's so many AoE characters you can just run for that sort of content. But to start it, if you're doing coin dungeon, I think that both melee and the other melee work. Both Purg melee and Traitor melee work because you mainly are running AoEs, and then on the next turn, you're going to run a single target, right? You don't have enough time to buff. But in my experience, still, a faster team would be Traitor melee because it requires, again, in any content here, that requires you to get attacked to proc his passive, okay? It doesn't work, okay? So, for example, OG Demon, which I'll later mention, you have to 3-turn that. You shouldn't be getting attacked regardless. You should be 3-turning it consistently, where Traitor melee shines because he's getting buffed just by single targets. He's not getting buffed by getting attacked. That's how it is. And by the time that, again, Purg melee procs his passive, gets that activated, it's not working because you've already either gotten killed or you just haven't done enough damage so far that happened. So remember, that's the entire case that's going to occur with this entire thing. So for example here, I've run Traitor melee more efficiently, and I get a 3-turn clear on the coin dungeon, so I'm not going to really say anything there, but maybe it will work if you get 2 AoEs off and then do it. It's just, I personally feel the 2-turn clear on that is better with Traitor melee. For gold farming, don't run these characters. You have AoE characters for a reason. If you're forced to, both work. They both have a single target and they both have an AoE. So yeah, that's basically how that's going to work. On the rest of the content here, right, so we'll work our way down. Patrol, don't really need it. Boss, as mentioned, Belmoth, you already have such a specific team, you don't even need Traitor melee, and I don't think you run that. Unless you do. If you do run that, that's on you. But I think that Traitor melee would be better because, again, Belmoth usually shouldn't attack you. You should be 3-turning it, so that automatically doesn't work. And this too, you should be 3-turning it. You shouldn't be getting attacked. So mainly, I'd lean on Purg melee. Traitor melee, back up, Traitor melee, because you get the buffs by attacking, which mainly is what you're doing. Hence, he will be better for this set of content. That is how it's always going to work. Knighthood boss, really, there's already set teams, but he could be good. Haven't tested him out there per se. Creature Nest, though, okay? This is a big one, and I'll do PvP first, actually, before I do that. But PvP, it is easy to give you an answer here. It's 100% him, okay? It is, you can't argue. People are saying, oh, Traitor melee is better. No, it is him. Purg melee is unequivocally better for both reasons, right? You attack, you get buffed. You get attacked, you get buffed. He is super good. The damage he actually does when getting attacked and when having that true magic is insane. It's freaking nuts. Overall, he is the better character. If you want more clean and consistent wins, you have to use him for an entire thing. He revived, and this is a true statement, Demon meta, right? Demon meta had fallen off again because Escanor's entire purpose of dropping shafted everything. It shafted a lot of metas, ruined everything. MELI brought demons back again, so they have their chance to shine, and MELI is a great freaking addition to the team, where first he cleanses himself. He has so many different attributes that kind of help the team. He has an AoE, his ultimate's pretty nuts, his single target's pretty nuts, everything about him is pretty nuts. The stat reduction he gets when you actually use Encroach from Estarossa, and the ability he has when he attacks, he'll just nuke. Overall, he'll nuke, and he'll be a very good character. So the synergize it with Demon Team is super freaking good. So For PvP, he wins, and you can't say anything. Trainer Meliodas loses by a mile. That's just how it is, and there's no arguing it. Literally, you can't argue that Trainer Meliodas is better. In any capacity, he just isn't. For PvP, he isn't. Again, you could say, oh, he works on this team. No, I think Meliodas is better. But again, that's my quick opinion here. To work over here, so I'll work this way. Bird. Now, this is gonna be a hot topic. All right, I'm gonna get yelled at in the comments. I already know. I'm gonna get attacked. I'm gonna get chopped down here. Listen, Trainer Meliodas is great. He is great. I think they both are on par. Okay, I released a video recently where I dropped it saying like, hey, Meliodas is great, and he's really good on the bird. I got attacked by some people, bro. They were like, dude, you don't know what you're saying. Trainer Meliodas is better. I run Trainer Meliodas, and only Trainer Meliodas is better. I don't know. In my opinion, okay, from what I've done, I've run with Trainer Meliodas, I've made constant videos with Trainer Meliodas, and I've showed that Trainer Meliodas is a freaking great character, okay? The thing is, in my experience, Meliodas is more consistent because he hits damage cap constantly, okay? On the second and third floor, you will be attacked like back to back, okay? And you will constantly have that buff. People are making the argument that you'll never get buffed and you'll never actually see that. But in my opinion, I have gotten so many fast and like 14-minute, 13-minute clears, and I really was speeding through some of them where he just kept hitting damage cap. He kept on going. He kept on just running through the bird. Maybe on floor 1, you might suffer a little bit, right? Because you don't get attacked as much because you're able to clear it through fast. But over here on these 2 floors, you'll see where the speed up occurs because you'll be constantly buffed and you will hit for damage cap and hit some high numbers where it's super freaking good, okay? So I'd lean on Melly or Meliodas for this one. Now I'm going to get berated in the comments. I'm going to get attacked, get destroyed. But that's just my opinion, and I stand by it. For this one, the deer. Now, this might be another point that triggers people, but I would never even run Trainer Meliodas to begin with. He is good, and he does work. I just feel like green team, like running an extra green unit is better because it just helps with RNG and stuff like that, and it's a little bit more consistent in my opinion. Again, like Brunhild is like literally the carry for me, so not getting to use her kind of hurts, but if I were to run it, I'd lean more on Trainer Meliodas. I know, again, that might trigger people, but I think that Trainer Meliodas kind of worked out for me a lot more, but Meliodas is not far behind. I think they kind of are on par. But yeah, just from my experience, I'm just used to running Trainer Meliodas too, to where it worked. I just didn't see like an insane broken like, oh, disparity and oh, he cleared 10 times faster, I need to use him. Nah, I felt that it was like kind of the same. And then for this one, okay, this is ignore the team on the bottom. But for this one, this overall from my experience, again, originally I wasn't able to beat the dogs, and I still kind of, it's hard, right? It takes a little bit of reset, takes a little bit of RNG. I can't clear consistently, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know if anybody can. With now the relic, it definitely is easier, but this, I still don't have the relic crafted. It'll take me another week, so tomorrow or after this reset here, I'll do it. I have to farm for this week, and then I farm next week. If I just do the first 2 floors, I get 3 more, I can craft it. But once I do that right, it'll be good to go. So with this one, I think that it is just Meliodas. I personally think so because there's multiple reasons. It's just he is the better unit for having the ability to remove debuffs and stuff like that. When he gets into true magic, it's like a big clutch for a lot of things. So that is where I lean on it too. And again, it's just I cleared it. I cleared it because of that team. So I also will be biased for that. If I'm wrong for it, hey, jump on me. But guess what? I cleared it because of this unit. So I will say that it's unequivocally better. It's just how it worked. So again, can't say that Trainer Meliodas is better. It took me a few more tries. It took me a lot more time. With Meliodas, it kind of just worked out more often. So I'd lean on that being the case that, yes, it's Meliodas for this one. Yeah, just I can't lie. I can't say anything else. It might be a biased answer. That's just how I feel. Reverse stages, this content doesn't really matter. World Tree, you should be clearing your own. Labyrinth doesn't really require it, per se. Tower Trials, it requires their own gimmick units. But Trainer Meliodas is still good, and this Meliodas is still good. Both work. Both are very good. For their purpose. But yeah, for the current content, I still lean on both coexisting. Both can be great and both are great for different uses and for different builds. It will kind of show in the end there where some, require to attack and then you get everything, or some require where they are attacked constantly to where Meliodas will have more of a life because he's constantly buffed because you're constantly attacked. So both can coexist. Still though, the PvP unit of the century for now will be Meliodas. He stands above them all. And then again, Escanor also being on top. If you want to go and make a comparison video on Escanor, it's gonna be a very hard one because Escanor is just freaking crazy. So overall, that's also a hard one to kind of talk about because he just wins. In a lot of it, he just wins. He's that guy and he wins. So yeah, that's me. I rambled at the end here. I'm so sorry, but that's what I think. Let me know what you think. If I'm wrong, you let me know. If I'm right, you let me know. You'll most likely let me know I'm wrong. I know it. I'm gonna get attacked in the comments for some of these takes, but hey, peace out, enjoy. That's been it for me.